Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. So I was scrolling through listings the other day, just doing what I do, looking for the most interesting deals I can find, and I came across this one in California. I know what you're thinking. California? Budget? Just hear me out. This one is $49,900. With a carport, a patio, a golf cart included in the deal, and a mountain view out the window. I'm not making that up. And look, I want to be honest with you the whole way through this video, so I'm going to tell you up front. There are a couple of things about this property that you need to know before you get too excited. We'll cover all of that. But I also want to show you something at the end of this video that I think is going to get you thinking differently about what a place like this could actually be. So stick around for that. By the end of this video, you're going to see two things. First, what this home actually looks like right now, inside and out, every corner. And second, what I think it could look like if someone put a little love into it. I ran it through AI, tried a couple of different styles, and honestly, one of them surprised even me. Alright, let's get into it. So here's what we're looking at. The address is 16400 Bubbling Wells Road, Unit 483 in Desert Hot Springs, California. The price is $49,900. One bedroom, one bathroom, 650 square feet. It's a manufactured home, built in 1988. Now, and this is the first important thing I mentioned, this home sits on leased land. That means you own the home itself, but not the ground it's sitting on. The land lease is about $8,160 a year. That's roughly $680 a month on top of your purchase price. So when you're doing the math on this one, make sure you factor that in. It's not a deal breaker for everyone, especially if you're looking for a seasonal place or a low maintenance situation, but it's something you need to know going in. Also, the listing says cash only, no traditional mortgage here. That's pretty standard for manufactured homes on leased land, so again, just something to keep in your back pocket. Now, with all that said, let's actually look at what $49,900 gets you, because I think you might be a little surprised. Alright, starting from the outside. So you've got this single-story manufactured home, beige exterior, a covered carport that fits at least one car, and those wooden stairs leading up to the front door, which, I gotta say, someone painted a really nice bright yellow. Small detail, but it pops. Now look at what's behind this house. You've got a view of the San Jacinto Mountains from basically anywhere you stand outside. Palm trees lining the street, blue sky, and I mean that kind of deep desert blue that you just don't see everywhere. There's a small back deck with a barbecue, and then a paved patio area on the side with a dining table, chairs, a big yellow umbrella. Oh, and the golf cart. Yeah, there's a golf cart parked right there in the listing photos, and according to the listing details, it's included, as in, it comes with the house. For $49,900, again, California. The community itself, by the way, is called the Sands RV and Golf Resort. It's a gated community. You'll see the entrance sign in the photos. The streets are clean, the landscaping is desert style, which honestly suits the place perfectly, and there's a real kind of quiet neighborhood feel to it. Okay, let's go inside. The first thing you notice when you walk in through the living room end, which faces those big windows with the mountain view, is how much light is in here. Like, it genuinely feels bright and open. There are wood-trimmed windows, a window bench, a ceiling fan, and vaulted ceilings, which for 650 square feet makes the whole thing feel bigger than it is. The current owners have it decorated in this sort of eclectic desert style. Teal armchairs, a little bar counter, some desert artwork. It's very lived in. Then you move toward the back half of the house, and there's this other seating area that has a totally different vibe. White paneled walls, green velvet sofa, a big wooden armoire. It almost feels like a little cottage or a cabin in there. It's a small space, but it's been used really thoughtfully. The kitchen is a decent size for this kind of home. You've got full wooden cabinets going all the way up to the ceiling, a gas range, a microwave above the range, a refrigerator, and enough counter space to actually cook. There's a small dining area right next to it, round table, a couple of chairs, and with that purple accent wall behind it, it actually has a lot of character. The bedroom has a full-size bed, mirrored sliding closet doors, the kind with the gold frames that were very much in style in 1988. But honestly, it's a decent size, it's cozy, there's a window, it works. The bathroom is compact. That's just the reality of 650 square feet. But it's clean, functional, everything is there. And then one more thing I want to point out. Look at the back of the house. There's a sliding glass door that opens onto a small wooden deck with a barbecue grill, and it's tucked into a little private corner with some greenery. For a community setting, that little pocket of outdoor space feels surprisingly private. Now here's where it gets genuinely interesting, because this isn't just a manufactured home park. This is the Sands RV and Golf Resort, and what's included for residents is actually kind of wild for this price point. You've got a golf course, a real one, right there in the community. You can see it in the drone shots. Green fairways, a clubhouse, a pro shop. Then there's a pickleball complex, and I counted at least 6 courts in the aerial photos, probably more. There's a community pool, a spa, a park, all gated, all maintained. Now, I do need to mention one thing here. This is a 55-plus senior community, so if you're under 55, this one technically isn't for you as a primary residence. But if you're in that range, or you're thinking about a seasonal place for a parent or relative, or just looking at the lifestyle this offers, it's a lot of amenity for under 50 grand. And that land lease we talked about, part of what it covers is access to all of this. So it's not just a fee you're paying into the void. All right, let's talk about where this actually is. Desert Hot Springs, California, Riverside County, population around 30,000 people. And the name pretty much tells you everything. It's desert, it's hot, and there are actual natural hot springs here. The city sits in the Coachella Valley, on the north side of I-10, right across from Palm Springs. Palm Springs is literally about 10 to 15 minutes down the road, which means you've got access to everything that goes with it. Restaurants, shopping, the airport, cultural events, medical facilities. You get the Palm Springs lifestyle without the Palm Springs price tag. Now in terms of what's actually in Desert Hot Springs itself, you've got grocery stores, a Walmart, some local shops and restaurants. It's not a huge city, but it's got the basics covered. For anything bigger, you're going that quick drive south. On the nature side, this is legitimately stunning terrain. You've got the San Jacinto Mountains right there. Joshua Tree National Park is about 30 minutes east, and the desert landscape itself has this dramatic beauty to it that I think a lot of people underestimate until they actually see it. One thing I'll be straight about, Desert Hot Springs has had higher than average crime stats compared to state averages overall. But the important context here is, this specific property is in a gated community. So you've got that layer of controlled access around you. That matters. Climate-wise, winters are genuinely pleasant, like 65, 75 degrees, beautiful sunny days. Summers are brutal. We're talking 110 degrees plus. So this is pretty classic snowbird territory. Great for fall, winter, and spring. Summers, you probably want to be somewhere else, or running that AC full blast. Okay, this is the part I wanted to show you. So I took some of the interior and exterior photos from this listing and ran them through AI to see what could this place actually look like with a renovation. And I want to be clear, this is completely imaginary. This is my personal vision of what I'd do if I bought this thing. This isn't what the home looks like right now, but I think it shows something real about the potential of a place like this. For the exterior, I went with a kind of modern desert cottage look. Crisp white walls, dark trim around the windows. Replace that yellow door with a deeper color, a kind of terracotta or dusty sage. Add some low desert landscaping with rocks and agave plants, maybe a pergola over that side patio. The bones of the building are already solid. It just needs updated finishes. For the interior, I imagined cleaning it up into a kind of light, airy desert boho style. White walls, warm wood accents. Replace the carpets with either tile or luxury vinyl plank. Update the kitchen cabinet fronts. Add some open shelving, new light fixtures. Nothing structural. The layout actually works. You'd just be updating the surfaces. And the thing is, on a 650 square foot manufactured home, the renovation costs are on a totally different scale than a stick-built house. You're not talking about gutting an entire Victorian. You could potentially transform this place for somewhere between $15,000 and $25,000, depending on what you're willing to do yourself. Which means all in, purchase price plus renovation, you're potentially still under $75,000 for a property in California with a mountain view in a gated golf resort community with a golf cart in the driveway. I just think that's worth sitting with for a second. So that's the one for today. Is it perfect? No. The leased land situation is real. The 55 plus restriction is real. The desert heat is real. But for under 50 grand in California, with a golf course out your front door and mountains on the horizon, I think it's worth knowing this kind of thing exists. The link to the full listing is down in the description if you want to check it out yourself. If you found this useful, hit the like button. It genuinely helps the channel a lot. And if you want to see more finds like this one, subscribe so you don't miss the next one. See you in the next video.